Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with my co-host, James Mason. James, how you doing today?
Todd, I'm doing well. How are you today?
Doing well. And Kieran, you were right. We were a little hung up. I couldn't get my first couple pictures approved by the censor committee.
We're not even showing y'all. Put it this way, if I say no, man, it's a big no.
But I made James laugh, so that was my goal.
Yeah. All right. So currently, Dow Futures are up 19 points or 16, 18. I don't know. It's jumping all over the place. S&P 500 is down 4.25 points. And today is going to be probably what you call a whipsaw, meaning it's going to be all over the place. Overall, I do expect it to be bearish and the market to continue trending down. So just, man, keep them position sizes small. The transition, when a transition happens in the market with the correction, you're talking about volatility, man, smaller position sizes are going to be the only thing that are going to save you. But other than that, let's move along in the show and let's talk about, you know what, everybody's asking about triple witching. So triple witching happens every quarter, and really you'll hear so many retail traders talk about triple witching, which is basically the expiration of option contracts. And the reason why you'll see so many retail traders talking about it is because they're just trying to come off and sound financially savvy when really they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're just trying to sound internet cool. That's the truth. Because if you guys look back, like the way everybody like talks it up and makes it sound is like, oh my God, everybody watch out for triple witching. And then really no one can tell you what the freaking significance is behind it. I mean, if you think about like every quarter, at what point in every quarter have you heard someone say triple witching, and then you look back on it and be like, yep, that was due to triple witching. Like, oh my God, you know, like, so I don't get caught up in the whole triple witching or whatever. That's just retail traders just trying to sound like they know something. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. Todd, do you have anything to say about it?
No, it's. I mean, really, and what it is, it's the expiration of option contracts, and the market's already baked in whatever impact it's going to have building into that triple witching or quadruple witching day.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of anything. We just keep it on your radar. I think it's more important to be cognizant of what's going on in the marketplace. And right now we talk about the market's kind of in a whipsaw mood. That's probably more important than quad witching days coming up.
Yeah. I'm sure some people would be like, well, the whole whipsaw is in part to the whole quad or triple witching. Okay, yeah, whatever. Get out of my face. All right, so I'm going to share my charts. All right, let's talk about ticker Rklb. And let me see. All right, so Rklb, this is Rklb USA. They have 45% short. Okay, so they have a 45% share short of their outstanding. Days to cover 1.14, and I'm not saying that this one is going to go up or it's going to squeeze. I mean, you can see there's already been a squeeze that has taken place right here, but they still haven't covered yet. If anything, they actually increased. So this is going to be interesting to kind of watch in the future to see how it performs. I'll be looking at it once it breaks above 1647. And again, I'm not going to hold out for like no short squeeze. I really don't give a crap about that. But I'm okay with like trying to make a few bucks here. So I want to see what it does. Like, for me, I'm willing to take a small position at the break above 1647. I'll probably look to start selling it around that mid $18 range if it could even get up there. And really, I'm just going to play this one by ear. If it would take off running, I'll just put a trailing stop loss in on it. But other than that, it'll be interesting to see what happens when they start to cover. I haven't seen too many people on social media talk about this. So if this could like catch on and become a topic of conversation, then I believe it could have potential. As for where it could go up to, there's no way to really know. I mean, I don't have no data on its potential, and it's also hard to say if it even break these highs back here. But if it did, then if it breaks these highs back here, then this thing is more likely gonna do another, in my opinion, another 100% increase from this high. That tends to be what happens, but don't always bank on that. So this one right here, Rklb, I'll be watching it above 1647 for an entry. I'm only going to be willing to take a small position. And if it never breaks above that, then I will. Who cares? No harm, no foul. So that is Rklb, and let's just talk about the general market. Pre-market still sucks. Like
that was our conversation this morning.
Yeah, exactly. We had a conversation on it.
Yeah, before we started StockCast, we used to be in the pre-market often, and there was runners regular, and I think one of our visions was to have the StockCast, and like when a runner takes off, we would talk about it and maybe coach a live trade at the moment, or talk about a live trade that we're doing at the moment. But it's been a poor summer for that.
Yeah. I don't think it's happened once.
There's been a couple trades that we've talked about that have developed after we were off the show, but nothing during the show.
Yeah. Like usually, like before we start up StockCast, a lot of times we'd be done trading by now for the day.
True.
I mean, we'd be done. I mean, that'd be it. Like it'd be like, okay, well, guess I'm going to go back to bed. Those are the best days to trade. I mean, when you make your money pre-market and you're done working for the day before the day even started. So, man, I can feel it. Like I am getting sick. Hopefully it's not COVID.
Yeah, true.
All right. So looking at the S&P 500. So we can see this downtrend in the market. Now, what I'm going to be looking for is the rejection on this daily chart. Is it going to get rejected off this bottom Bollinger Band line or this non-EMA? If it can get rejected right here and then start pulling back down, I'll start to look to go heavy in buy and put contracts. So really it's just going to be me standing by, hanging out for my swing trades until I see that movement. Like I need to see the movement more so to the downside. I mean, yesterday we had that bounce, which I tweeted out to our TTBB members, and and it held up true. So my Apple puts and my AMD puts, I literally cashed them in at the bottom. Made some profits on them. But I need to see this get rejected on the daily chart, either on this non-EMA line or that middle Bollinger Band line, and then start pulling back down. If and when it does that, I'll start loading up on more puts. I'll probably load up on more AMD or Apple puts and then continue to ride them down. But if this thing would whip back up, what I'll have to watch for is to see that non-EMA curl back up. And if I see that non-EMA curl back up on the daily chart now, curl back up and cross above that middle Bollinger Band line, then I know to go long again in the market. So that's what I'll be looking for overall. So Johnny, thank you for the $5 tip.
Oh, good morning, Johnny.
Yeah. So we still get a little bit more time. Let's take a run through the comments, look at some tickers. So just FYI, everyone, I think YouTube like delays some of our comments for us because like I'll look back later on the video once it processes on YouTube, and I'll see a lot more comments than when we're live with like tickers and stuff. And I'm always thinking like, man, that would have been a good ticker to talk about. So like if you guys jump in, like immediately, like when you jump in, just ask about a ticker. That will probably enable it to get to us sooner. Someone said I had Ebola. Hey, it's possible. Who knows? All right. Yeah, I know, Todd. I hope not either.
Yes, John, thank you for the tip. Good morning.
S. John. Looks like everything is going well in your new home state. That's awesome. Been creeping your Facebook pictures. Let's see what we got in the comments.
Just a lot of good mornings. A lot of how you doing? Todd's awesome comments. I mean,
you know what?
Just the normal stuff.
Let's do one for old Joe Wilson, ticker NVCN. Joe, this better not be OTC. Okay, good. All right, let me look up some information on this. NVCN. Oh, shoot, Joe. Joe might be calling out a ringer right here. So they have news. Let's see. They announced FDA approval for whatever trial that they're in. And again, I don't know much about their trial they have going on. I'm just now hitting the news on it. Hold on a second. Let's see if they approve. Okay, so they actually received FDA approval for their investigational device exception. So this will be interesting to watch. Let me check out the share structure. So not really too much on the short side. Shares outstanding 67.5 million. The float 56.5. Held by institutions 13.5%. Held by insiders 20.75%. So I do like the share structure. This PPS value is super cheap. And let's see. We're already having this nice push up. I believe, I say with how cheap this is in the news, we could potentially, let's say we could potentially, in a swing trade, probably touch this $1 mark or maybe up to about $1.25. We'll probably get rejected off of that 200 EMA on the daily chart. That's what I would really look out for. But if I like look back at the overall trend, I mean, we do have this gap down. We came here, we tested it one time. Usually what tends to happen if you look back at these daily charts, you'll see that first attempt to test the 200 EMA, and then usually the second attempt will actually break above it. So my estimation could be low, but at the same time, like if you have a good entry and you make 50%, there's nothing wrong with taking 50% profits. So for me personally, like if I decide to get into this, and I actually might, I'll be looking to probably take profits around the $1.25, unless if it like really gets parabolic. So Joe Wilson, you are the man of the day. This day is yours, and the show is all about you. Congratulations. If we have a soundboard, this is where like we'd have like a cheer or something. All right, let's take a look at, and again, everybody, this is ticker NVCN. And if it ends up being a crap trade, Joe Wilson is the guy who called it out.
We're about 5 minutes from the start of the market.
All right. Let me try to hit this one really quick. Okay, so this is ticker INDP. So yesterday we can see that like massive sell-off. Me personally, I would expect it to be a little bit more bearish. Let's see. Robert, I don't know if you had jumped in this yesterday or not, but if you hadn't, what usually happens when they shoot up like this and then like pull back that much, and again, I don't know why it pulled back that much. What I would look for is the consolidation on daily chart somewhere right in this range between the $10 to $12 range. We want to see that consolidation start to form in here on the daily chart. If it starts forming, in my opinion, that would probably be a decent range to start kind of scaling in. And then once it starts to break above that trend, I'd say probably about $13.55. So the close of this candle, I would probably start scaling in a little bit more just to increase my position and then catch that momentum. So overall target price on this, I wouldn't foresee it really trying to test above that high, but I would probably look for a target price around $24 overall if we can break above $13.55 again. And I'm basing that off of that 90 EMA back here, how it goes up, and you'll start to see that resistance right in there. So that is what I'm looking at really quickly on ticker INDP. So that is all I have today. Todd, do you have anything else?
Nope, we're good. We're about 3.5 minutes from the market. Expect a choppy market. Be careful. Protect your capital. Be smart about your trades.
Exactly. So, all right, everybody, thank you for tuning in today. Remember, smaller position sizes, stop losses. This is going to be a crazy transition in the market. And even though I'm like super bearish on the market, Jerome Powell could come in and mess up my plans. Just saying. He's been known to do it. So yeah, again, I could be super bearish on the market and then Jerome Powell could make me look wrong. And just because I'm bearish on the market doesn't mean I'm going to be 100% correct. Just remember that, guys. Like, I can only preach to y'all and like show you like based off of my experience or what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, you guys need to, think about like, does this make sense to you? And also to like, you need to do a little bit more research to just for confirmation on your end. So thank y'all for tuning in, and we will catch y'all in the next one.
See ya.